welcome Sarah Jessica Parker.
As the end rapidly approaches, the theoretical is hard enough, but the actual day-to-day, the finish line is incredibly heartbreaking. It's incredibly sad, and and I still think that, you know, we made the right decision, but that doesn't make it easy to say goodbye to these people who I am deeply, deeply in love with. And then I include the audience because they jumped along and they helped us and they, you know, buoyed us when people
Their
don't have...
sex lives have improved.
If we've done nothing else, then...
Are you dating?
Yes, I am.
And is that hard for you because people expect you to, like, put out? Immediately. No, I'm wondering.
I think that they have a conception of who I am, but pretty soon after meeting me, they realize that we are two different people.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I wait a little longer.
Their first interview together, Lionel Richie and his daughter, Nicole.
I heard that you told the producers that today is going to be very real and interesting for you because you have never discussed any of this in public.
Any of this.
Like how Nicole feels or has felt growing up as your daughter. Okay, let's ask you this question.
We have not dealt with this at all.
Oh, good. This is a good place.
We have not. In fact, I don't know. I can't do it.
Okay, this is a good place to start. Okay, so tell me this. Tell me, were you a good father, Lionel Richie?
I don't think so.
So who took care of you?
I did.
You took care of you.
I did.
By the time you're snorting heroin, is that bottom for you?
That was definitely my bottom.
You said you were a trash can.
I took in everything.
This is interesting. I know lots of parents are watching, people are watching all around the world. How do you stay out till 6 in the morning when you're 14, 15? Who's who? Where are you living?
Oh, my God.
How's that happening?
Let me tell you, it brings back some of the worst thoughts ever, because the answer was we couldn't control her. It was painful to watch, but trying to get her, forget, we'll take the car away from you.
Yeah.
She's got 49 friends who have better cars. She's got friends who have more money than money.
Okay.
The rules change in Hollywood.
But this is the thing, and you have to own this.
I do.
You have to own this. You know I love you like a brother.
I got
But you gotta own it.
Got it.
You cannot be out for 8 years or 5 years or 4 years and then step in and say, now I'm your dad and I'm going to take the car away or now you need to listen to me.
No, exactly what the problem was. I'm supposed to be the specialist in love songs. I love how people call me every day, Lionel, what do you think I ought to do about my relationship? And my answer now is, don't ask me. I'm not the guy to ask, you know.
I want to play a little game with you. We call it the Who Is game. So who's the most outgoing?
Like, she is.
Okay. And who's the funniest?
I think it depends on it depends on the mood.
Who's the nicest?
It depends on the mood.
Okay. Who's the messiest?
Depends. It depends.
Is it true that you guys are allowanced?
Yeah, every month we get a certain amount from our dad, and then also we give ourselves
what would the range kind of be?
We don't like to talk.
What is spending change for you?
You know, just enough for some meals and some little things on the side.
Okay, who can keep a secret better?
I'm pretty good at secrets. I'm really good at
Who's most likely to be late?
She is. Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'm on stage at the Second City.
Yeah,
I'm Antonio Banderas.
The only thing that
I'm Castilian. I have a Haitian and Latin in Barcelona.
But I don't know why.
And I kept showing off my butt.
He imitated me, and the first thing that he did was this. He just stood up and says, I am Antonio Banderas. And he took his pants like this.
Is it true you call him your Spanish cat?
Well, I prefaced it with something before, but I can't say it on television.
Okay.
I could kind of say it. My very large Spanish cat.
She says that he beat her and he brutalized her, and he was former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, and she was his wife. After he would beat you, you would do what?
Sometimes run. In the Bahamas once, I ran to another hotel. That was a time when I was pretty sure I was gonna die. And I made it to another hotel, and he found out where I was, and he would cry and hold the ice packs to my head and say always that, you know, he's a professional boxer, so he knows how to hit me without leaving marks.
Is it true that he would hit you till you vomited sometimes?
Yeah, he would choke me until I was vomiting. And then I'd be vomiting, he'd kick me in the butt. We were in Russia doing something for head of the class, and Michael had come. Another time, I was certain I was gonna die. Certain of it. Certain of it with his behavior. He was hanging from, it was one of those hotels where you can step outside your room but look down to the lobby. And we were way up high, and he was over the, certain that I was gonna die.
Because?
Well, his hitting, we were in the lot, me, my mom, another assistant we had had.
Was he hitting you in
chasing
front
us
of
the
other
lot.
people?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I got back that next day off the plane. I rode the plane with Michael from Russia, and he sat with me, like we're sitting now, like you're looking at me now, and I'm certain of his love. Now, don't say anything like I'm crazy or anything, but
You're certain of his love?
I'm certain of his love.
At this time?
At this time.
After he's already
Even
beat
though
you.
this has already happened, I'm still certain that there's a person in there that loves me. This is how I'm feeling. And he's telling me, just like you're looking at me now, he's telling me that he's going to kill me. And he's telling me that he's made everybody hate me so much he can kill me and he can get away with it. And Oprah, I believed him. I believed that he would kill me and get away with it, that nobody cared.
Let's address the gold digging. The whole country thought you were this big gold digger.
No, okay, no,
Okay.
okay. Bitch. Can I say that on TV?
Bitch, go ahead.
If I was digging gold, I had done it. Why the hell, excuse me, would I leave I didn't leave with pennies. I didn't leave my house with anything. I just left.
You know, that, okay. See what he does? He leaves the paper on so you know that it's...
I can't do the straw.
It's just for you, okay.
It's like there's a bizarre thing about a man drinking with a straw. It's like...
You know it is?
You can't look
I never
sexy
thought
with
of
a
that
straw.
before.
You can't look sexy with a straw.
You're right. I never thought of that till now, but you're absolutely right. And
it's tough. I mean, you can work at making it look sexy.
Yeah.
Like the corner one.
Yeah.
But it's just better just go for it.
You're right,
You know?
you're right. You got the 70s show and you're having a pretty good life for yourself, and then you meet Demi. How did y'all meet?
Well, I was in New York shooting Saturday Night Live for a movie, The Butterfly Effect, that I had coming out, and then I was in my hotel room, like getting ready to go to dinner with some friends, and a mutual friend called me up and said, "Hey, let's all go." And I didn't even know she was coming over, and she brought Demi with her, and Demi thought that I was hitting on her friend, and
Were you?
Not so much.
Okay.
I was sort of hitting on whatever was gonna happen. and so Demi comes over with her friend, and they're standing there, and I decide, well, I haven't cleaned up to go out, and so I go and like take a shower and like walk out like in my towel, like Mr. Man. And Demi immediately shot me down. Like, was like, "Oh, you know what? We said we liked your haircut, but we don't." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I like cover my body up and like.
In the towel.
Yeah, and then we went out to dinner, and I kind of situated things so I could talk to her.
Were you immediately attracted to her?
Well, what happened was, when we were at the hotel, I heard her outside the door saying goodnight to her girls. And I thought it was the most beautiful thing that I'd ever heard.
Really?
Yeah, and I told her that, and then we went to dinner and sat there and talked and looked up, and everybody had disappeared from the table, and it was just us talking, and there were like 13 people were all gone. And since
And
then,
you don't remember when they left?
No, we didn't see them leave.
Oh, boy.
And since then, we've been together. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Did you fall in love immediately?
Yeah, I was really not looking to get into a relationship.
You were not?
Like, I wasn't desiring that at the time.
Okay, but okay,
I didn't have a choice, really.
Okay, because that only happens to people. You're lucky if has that ever happened to you all? You meet somebody and you end up talking all night long. You can't stop it.
Well, I think the key to it is that she calls me on my crap. Like, you know, when I'm like putting up, you know, a front of whatever it is, she calls me on it, and I call her on her crap. And we're both willing to look at it and look at ourselves and go, okay, maybe it is me. Maybe it's not, oh, you didn't put your toothbrush away. And we call each other on it all the time. And in 2 years of being together, we've had one argument. In 2 years of being together, which is something that's like, for me,
means your communication must be pretty good.
Yeah, and we take responsibility for what's ours.
Why do you love her so?
She's the most giving, caring, just perfect person. I love being with her. I mean, she makes me a better person.
Really? Adam Sandler's here! Adam Sandler!
I told my mother I'm doing Oprah. First thing, you put a suit on. And my wife last night was watching me try to figure out what I'm wearing, and she's like, "You gotta wear a suit. Your mother's gonna kill you." So,
you seem like very shy. Like right now, you're seeming shy to me.
yeah, well, I get tense. You know, this reminds me of a little bit of when I would be sick as a kid, and my mother would be having a garden club meeting downstairs, and she would make me come downstairs and say hello to all my friends, and I go.
Okay.
So I'm a little nervous.
Say hello.
Nice to see you.
And you
you
okay? You okay?
I'm very good. Feel very safe.
When you guys were on here the first time, we had the misconception. I would assume that you would have had maids and people serving her on a silver tray, and
No
I would
way.
not have assumed that she would be cleaning up her own kitchen.
You know, I promised myself, and those of us in 98 Degrees, we always kind of promised each other that no matter how successful we were, we're never going to change, you know? And I don't want people to do things for me all the time. It makes me uncomfortable, you know what I mean? Like, I've never felt that way.
So are you cleaning up before the maid comes now?
I do.
You do?
I'm, like, embarrassed that things that messy, so I'll pick up all my stuff and leave hers laying around.
So you're saying, I know this is tuna, right? But is it chicken? And so were you talking about chicken of the sea? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Chicken of the sea.
Well, I don't like fish, but I really liked what I was eating. And I didn't get it because it said chicken of the sea, and I was like, well, it has to be chicken. Because I don't like tuna.
I've tried for months to defend her against this, and I've given up. I can't. There's nothing I can say.
No, but when she was saying it, what were you thinking? Because you're looking at her like I can't even believe what you're saying.
He thought I was kidding. He thought that I was doing it for the cameras.
Yeah, well, this was like maybe the second week the cameras were there. I'm like, come on, baby. I mean, could you wait till they left to say this to me, you know?
That was one of the nicest days I spent at your home with your family. That was really one of the nicest days.
Thank you so much for saying so. We loved having you, and I have to tell you that what you saw is exactly how we really lived.
Oh,
we didn't change. You know, I told my wife Oprah is coming over, and she thought, oh, that's nice, and didn't do anything. Didn't do a thing. I have to I mean, I literally, my wife sent me out and had me steam cleaned. I have never.
Because it was so pristine, and the flowers matched the pillows, matched the...
Can I ask you this?
Matched the decoration on the chocolate cake.
Let me ask you this.
What?
How did you like our dog?
Oh, I didn't see your dog.
Exactly.
You have the sweetest little baby. He has the sweetest little baby.
No, he's a good man.
Good man, named, and they call him Little Man. And it's so cute because his baby's name is Nate, and he goes, we named him after Nate. I go, oh, you did? He goes, no, we didn't. And he said it with such a straight face. I'm like, oh, you named your baby after Nate Berkus.
We named him actually after my grandfather, who is actually named after Nate Berkus.
Oh. When I left your home, Gail and I walked out with the editor, and I said, God, that was the real deal. That was the real deal. What I felt between you and Trace and Nate, you can just tell when she went to get the baby, you said, how is he, babe? You know, it's just a way guys say they call their wives babe.
That honestly was, I just, for a second, could not remember her name.
You get along with Patty without my stage wife.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot in common.
Feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't sleep with either of them.
Yeah.
What are you going to miss about Patty?
Yeah, that. There was like a bond. There was a parent bond that we
And the sex, too. I'll just miss that.
Yeah.
So what was the final episode like for you?
It was very may I?
Yes.
Read you what I
Yes.
if I may,
please
take a minute.
do.
I know we're the gun here. Let's go. Just take a second here. This is an article that I love. When Giants Go Bad. I am so ready to leave it alone. You have a thing for my people, and we're going to get it out of the open now.
Already we're talking about not having to go to set.
Give me your name again.
Missy, has it affected you?
You know, it's funny. My butler told me at lunch. He said, he said to me, he said, sire, why must I wear a corset? And I don't know.
You lived in LA for 10 years and you recently moved.
I did.
You got tired of LA or what?
It was the paparazzi. I don't have much of a life there because I have a convoy
following you
that comes with me. And it's not like, oh, this is so flattering, you know, because I know what it is. It's just anything is news these days. Anybody that is recognizable who's buying coffee or pumping gas is, you know, that's news. I don't want some guy that I didn't invite on my day to come with me to breakfast, to document it for the world, to tell the world about what medical appointment I have today, to, you know, take pictures of my ugly zit, or to take a picture of my backside to show the world how, you know, where I am in terms of Bridget Jones. It's not so much a complaint, it's just not natural.
Okay, now that whole dancing thing, as I'm watching, I'm thinking, gosh, I should learn to dance. I should learn to dance. But I was thinking that that experience would open you up in a way that you would not have expected.
Yeah. Now, we started the first... We should do this physically, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
You want me to do it that way?
But yeah, sure.
Okay, get him.
What?
Should I do it with you, or should I grab one of them and do it? I'll do it with you.
I'll do it.
Well, the first day, my teacher, she was there with me the very first day.
Okay.
And she said, okay, well, let's get started.
Okay.
And I know I'm making this movie, and I know I want it to be good, so I come there very motivated to work hard.
Right.
But even then, she said, okay, let's start. And I'm here like...
Well, where do I start?
Like this.
But you
I said,
danced
no,
before.
come closer.
Okay.
So I was kind of, and we end up being like this. You know, like inverted pyramids, you know, just kind of like, but it's not, it's really there. It's right. There. And that's where it is.
That's where it is.
But wait, now the important thing, I'll put you on this. Now look over my shoulder, lean back.
Lean back?
Lean back and look over my shoulder.
Look over your shoulder?
Yeah, up here.
Okay.
But the concentration is there.
Okay.
And that's
Look
the fun
there.
of it, yeah. And that's the fun of it. It's there.
Okay, it's there.
So we're moving like princes and princesses up here, but down here, we're hookers and tramps.
I think that your story is so remarkable and that somebody might be saved by hearing you.
Very well.
You started smoking crack cocaine.
1995.
1995.
Yeah.
And something called black tar heroin. What is that?
It's something that feels really good and should be avoided at all costs.
Really?
Yes.
It's like a stronger form of heroin than regular heroin?
I don't know about the stronger forms. I just know that that's what I came across in a situation where it's like, hey, here's kind of what we're doing. And I'm looking, there's, you know, my friends, my peers, people who don't seem insane. And they're like, yeah, we're just doing a little of this. And I was like, great. Boy, that feels really good. I would like to do that every 20 minutes for the next, you know. And that's how it happened. It was literally the first time.
Really?
I had no...
You were hooked the first time?
I think so. I had no intention of making my public, my private life and my career so very difficult. And yet I believe, you know, as I sit here today, that I hope it's for some higher purpose.
Everybody, regardless of how much money you make, when you first get your first little bit of money, you kind of go crazy.
Yeah, I went crazy.
You went crazy?
I went full.
Full?
Crazy, all out.
Yeah. What's the most ridiculous thing you did?
I did, I went and bought 2 Bentleys. And I had bought one for when it was cold and one for when it was hot. that was ridiculous, right?
That's ridiculous!
Oh, yeah, I love to shop.
You love to shop.
I love to
What's
shop.
the
I can
most-
outshop like most women.
Okay.
Yeah.
You shop like...
Not you, though, but
Yeah.
most.
No, I bet you can outshop me. I bet
I go hard and long, country to country.
Hard and long.
Yes, I'm focused.
Country to country.
Yes.
Oh, no, you a black... Well, music has always been and will always be at the core of Luther's soul. I found this so moving. Every week, his backup singers, who've been with him for years, visit him to keep the music alive. Hey, everybody. We came to sing. Hi. We came to sing with y'all. Is this music therapy?
Yeah.
This is music therapy.
Yeah.
And how often do you all do this?
Well, what we've been doing is we've started Oprah to do this like at least 2 times a week. You know,
Oh, really?
So we're gonna sing "Buy Me a Rose," okay? So I'll just play the tape and we'll go for it, all right?
Who's got the melody?
I don't.
I
don't have it.
You'll sing it with us this time, yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
Buy me a rose, call me from work. Good. Open the door for me, what would it hurt? Show me you love me by the look in your eyes. These are the little things I need the most in my life.
Boy, you better sing.
Pretty good. That's really good. What else we got? I wanted to just say thank you for letting me come to see you. It's been great. I think it was wonderful to be able to sing with you again. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being such loving friends. Such loving friends. Yes.
Thank you.
Toodaloo.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie. Bye.